Hey everyone, it's Saturday and today I'm going to do something a little different. Today I'm really excited to take you through what I eat on a typical day, and particularly I'm going to talk about how all of these foods, the fruits and vegetables, the carbs and healthy fats and not so healthy fats and sugar, how all of those impact your skin health. So I'm so excited to share this with you. I think it'll be a really interesting episode and I think you'll take away some good tips. Before we get started talking about food, though, I'm going to start my day with some yoga. I've been doing yoga regularly since starting our quarantine for COVID-19, and I found that it has helped me on so many levels. It energizes me, it relaxes me, it gets my day set with intention and gratitude and appreciation, and allows me to focus on other tasks and projects that I have throughout the day. You can see behind me, I've got a few yoga mats set up. That's because the girls had joined me yesterday morning for yoga. I'm in the quiet enclave of our basement, so kind of tucked away where no one will bother me and I can really focus on my yoga practice. So during the quarantine and just this past week, I discovered an amazing yoga instructor. His name is Tim Sinesi and he's on YouTube, and his channel is called Yoga with Tim. I have personally found this to be just at the right level for what I'm seeking. It's challenging, but I'm still able to execute the poses with grace and intention. And he has all different levels on his channel, so highly recommend checking out Yoga with Tim if you're looking for a really great yoga practice. Another one I love is Heart Alchemy with Michelle Goldstein. She's really phenomenal too, and again teaches to various different levels. And then finally, Travis Elliott is my other favorite that I've discovered. And again, I've really been exploring this over the past couple of weeks since all the gyms have been closed. The weather, when it's nice, we get outside and we walk, but it's not always ideal for that. So yoga has been my consistent routine every day, and I found that it really has helped me. So we'll start there, and then we'll dig into all the good stuff and information about food and your skin. Hey guys, all right, I promised to take you through what I eat in a typical day, so let's get started. So first of all, this was my birthday gift this year, and I love, love, love this machine, my Nespresso machine. I use it every morning to make my coffee drink of choice. I promise that as you watch me make my coffee drink, you are going to get such a kick out of this. It has so many ingredients. It's never quite the same from day to day. I think you'll find this highly amusing at the very least, but also hopefully take away some good tips about some really effective ingredients that you can add into your coffee that will benefit your gorgeous skin. So here we go. First of all, you can see my University of Louisville School of Medicine class of 2003 mug with my maiden name on it. I've got cocoa powder, turmeric, cinnamon, vanilla, and this is a really beautiful pure vanilla bean paste. I love this. I bought this at Sur La Table, but I think you can get it from many retailers. La Colombe coffee. This is their coconut mocha. I use many different variations that they have. They have a mocha, they have a vanilla flavored, they have some that have coconut milk and some that have almond milk. The Natural Bliss oat milk creamer, and then finally good old half and half. And most importantly, our Nespresso pod. I love all of their bold flavored espresso drinks and don't have a particular preference, but usually order the pack. It comes with 5 different varieties of bold flavors, and I'll link that on the notes below. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon or so of cocoa powder. So cocoa powder has lots of antioxidants in it, including polyphenols, which are great for your skin, lots of good anti-inflammatory properties. Same with the turmeric. Turmeric actually has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. So it's been reported to be good for wound healing and for acne. So that is an essential. And then ground cinnamon. Cinnamon not only has anti-inflammatory properties as well, but is also known to help regulate blood sugar in your skin. So if you're a person who's kind of struggling with diet, struggling with maintaining healthy blood sugar levels, adding cinnamon into your coffee, into your oatmeal, cereal, it's a really great option for helping to regulate those blood sugar levels. So I'm going to, and then finally the vanilla, which I love more than anything, just to add a little extra flavor there. So you can see this is like a vanilla paste. We're getting close to the end of that, but just putting a little bit of that in there for good measure. We'll put our pod into the Nespresso machine and turn that on. And while that's brewing, in the meantime, we'll get our milk component ready. So I add probably about a 1/4 cup of this, mostly to just give a little extra caffeine, the added benefit of the espresso and coffee. So espresso and coffee drinks are so great for your skin. First of all, caffeine is going to help with reducing any puffiness, swelling of your skin. If you get those dark circles under your eyes, caffeine is known to really help constrict those blood vessels and help with any of that puffiness and dullness. Coffee is also packed with lots of antioxidants, which help fight the free radical damage in your skin. So really, really nutritious, a great habit to be in. Green tea also offers the same benefits. I add the oat milk creamer simply because I have a sweet tooth and I love a little sweetness to my coffee drink. And I can't say that there are any skin benefits from the half and half. I just love the way it tastes. I love a rich, decadent drink of coffee in the morning, and it's a little bit of a splurge. There's no health benefit here, but it's going to help me enjoy my drink so much more. That makes it all worth it. So put that in there, let that steamer start. And this will get really loud in a moment. So you can see this beautiful froth from the steamed milk, and just going to add that into the espresso component of my coffee, which again is mixed with that cinnamon, the turmeric, and the cocoa powder, as well as a little bit of vanilla. Just add in all of this goodness. And the foam, of course, which is just the best part. Very decadent, a great way to start the morning with a delicious and good for your skin coffee drink. Delicious. So one of my staples for breakfast, I always start my day with a bowl of fruit. You can see we've got lots of delicious blackberries, some nice rich ripe blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and some fresh ripe cantaloupe. So this bowl of fruit is packed full of goodness for your skin. The berries, in addition to all the antioxidants that they contain that help fight that free radical damage in your skin, they also have ellagic acid, which has known benefits to the skin. The strawberries contain vitamin C, which helps support collagen production. And cantaloupe has a lot of vitamin A, again, just a really good, healthy vitamin for your skin. So I always encourage patients, and I encourage you as well, try to get all your vitamins and minerals through your diet and don't just rely on a multivitamin or other supplement to provide that. When you're eating whole foods rich in all these good vitamins, minerals, the antioxidants, that's going to benefit your skin so much. You will definitely see that dramatic impact of eating consistently well with good, nutrient-rich whole foods. So another common staple in my breakfast meal is something that has a lot of some protein, some nuts, good healthy fats, and I absolutely love, and this is so easy because you can prepare it ahead of time. I'll usually bake one of these at the beginning of the week, and it feeds our family for the entire week. This amazing oatmeal bake. So this contains some gluten-free oats. We throw in some chocolate chips to make it more appealing for the girls. This has some walnuts, pecans, almonds, some dates to help sweeten it with a nice natural sugar, almond milk, some coconut oil, eggs, and what am I missing? And some cinnamon and nutmeg to give it just a nice, more full-bodied taste with those nice, rich spices. And remember how we talked about how great cinnamon is for helping to regulate our blood sugars and the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties of that spice into our diet. So this is a great option for incorporating it. So typically I'll take a pretty generous spoonful of this, and that is usually enough to get me through the morning. Put it into a microwavable dish. I also, and again, there's no benefit for your skin from this, but add a little butter to it just because I love things that are rich and decadent. I know it's not healthy for my skin, but it's just my little splurge, my little indulgence. So it is what it is. I promise to be totally honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. So I'll do just a couple pats of butter on there, like that, and that should be perfect. And then I'll just pop that into the microwave to warm it up. So 45 seconds or so in the microwave, you can see that butter is melted nicely. You can see all those good, healthy nuts, the oatmeal, the spices, the dates, really delicious. And again, a good wholesome way to start your day with some healthy fats and really energize you with some good protein. Get the day started right. All right, time for lunch now, and I'll show you what I often have. This is one of my lunch staples. I'm gonna start with a nice salad mix. So there's some good kale, some red cabbage in here, and that's all chopped up. So you can see some curly kale as well as a little bit of Tuscan kale in there. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of baby arugula in it. I just love the peppery taste of this. I think it's just such a flavorful lettuce leaf to add to your salad. So I'm gonna just pour a little bit of that on top here. Add a little bit of that into the salad bowl. And then for some protein, I'm gonna add a hard-boiled egg. It's the day before Easter. You can see all of our hard-boiled eggs have been dyed. They also have some glitter on them, so hoping that that's edible glitter if a little bit of that gets in there. I think this blue one looks just perfect. I believe this was dyed by Brookie. So get that nice beautiful bright blue shell off of there. And you can see a little bit has soaked through to the egg, but that won't affect the taste at all. I've been eating these for the last couple of days since they dyed them a few days ago. So next I'm going to add half of an avocado, and avocados are filled with all sorts of good, healthy fats. And we've talked about how essential fats are for your skin health. So they're going to help keep your skin really strong, resilient. They're an essential component for really integrating the skin cells that sit in the stratum corneum of your skin and help provide that waterproof and moisture-proof barrier, help maintain hydration within your skin. So we'll just scoop that right in along with our egg. And next I love to add some nuts to the salad. I think it just gives like a nice texture, a nice crunch to it. Next I've got some cashews here, as well as some almonds, and nuts are a great source of monounsaturated fats. So they have a lot of omega-3 and omega-6 fats, which are those really healthy fats that have been found to help lower cholesterol. And also nuts, just with all that good fat, the fiber in them, as well as the protein, they're going to help you feel full. So they're going to give you that nice, healthy, really satisfied feeling without making you crash with your sugar levels or having that slump later in the afternoon. And then the final ingredient, I love to add a little bit of a carbohydrate. So these are the Ezekiel 4-9 sprouted grain English muffins. So I find that this satisfies my craving for a good, satisfying carbohydrate without being as refined and containing all those simple sugars like many of the bread products on the market do. So this is, you can see, just a really beautiful texture. It's nice and filling. It's got some protein in it. Of course, I'm going to add a nice pat of butter to that because you know how much I love my butter. And again, no health benefit there, but it just tastes really good. I'll usually warm this up in the toaster oven to help give it a nice crisp finish and help melt that butter. And then I just add that into my salad almost like a great big crouton. So you can see that butter is melting nicely. There's a little bit of a crisp to this. And I will just plop that right into my beautiful, delicious salad here. And there we go. A nice, wholesome, balanced lunch with the goodness of the antioxidants and the kale and arugula and the cabbage, some protein in the egg, healthy fats coming from the avocado, those nuts, and a little unhealthy fat from the butter, but it's gonna make it taste really good. And then just that nice carbohydrate with the sprouted grain English muffin there. Delicious. And the final step, a little bit of salad dressing. I love this Tessemae's brand. It's a nice pure salad dressing. It doesn't have a lot of added spices or preservatives or extra ingredients. You do have to keep it refrigerated. But this one just has some sunflower oil, lemon juice, olive oil, and some mustard, a little garlic and sea salt. So just a really very simple and delicious mixture of ingredients. So they make a lot of different variations. They have a good balsamic, they have some good ranch options, a Caesar dressing, but this Tessemae brands is one of my favorites. You can get this at Kroger, or Whole Foods also carries it. So I'm just gonna shake that up and sprinkle that onto my delicious salad here. So that's just gonna give it that extra layer of delicious flavoring. You can see, sadly, I'm reaching the end of this bottle. Time to go to the store and get some more. Okay, so I've already admitted to you I'm far from perfect in my diet. I'm like 90% good and 10% splurge when I'm craving an afternoon treat, and I have such a sweet tooth. I wish that I didn't, but I have for decades. I just love a good dessert, and usually late in the afternoon is when I crave that the most. So I'm going to indulge in a little good Haagen-Dazs ice cream. If I'm gonna have ice cream, I'm gonna have good stuff. Haagen-Dazs is one of my favorite brands. So is Grater's ice cream that's Ohio native, as well as Jenny's, also Ohio native. Jenny's is becoming more widespread. I think a lot of Whole Foods markets are carrying Jenny's ice cream. So we actually have some here. This is the wild berry lavender flavor. Our girls love this, I think mostly because it's purple in color, but it just has that nice berry taste to it and that beautiful lavender finish that gives us this really like rich added dimension that's so different from much of what's on the market. So if I'm gonna have a dessert, I'm gonna splurge and do something good. This will be a good treat for this afternoon. Have your healthiest skin, it is so important to make sure that you're staying hydrated and that you're drinking enough water. When I'm at home, I'll usually have about 6 or so of these large 16-ounce glasses in a day. When I'm at work, I will take a hydro flask like this and keep refilling it throughout the day, probably at least 4 times over the course of the day, if not more. But that hydration is so important. Think of everything that you do with your skincare products to help maintain that hydration in your skin. If you're not getting enough hydration internally through your diet and drinking enough water, it's gonna show up in your skin. Your skin's gonna be dry, it's gonna be dull, it's not gonna be as vibrant and hydrated. And we've talked about how that skin environment needs to stay hydrated so everything can move through there efficiently and communicate as effectively as possible. So be sure you're drinking plenty of water. So something else that's part of my normal routine, I wouldn't say I drink this every single day, but kombucha. This is just one brand that I like. I mean, I'm not particularly drawn to any single brand, but kombucha is, as you know, it's a fermented tea drink, and this is so good for your gut health. And when you have a healthy gut, you're gonna have healthy skin. So probiotics, antioxidants, it's gonna help keep you hydrated as well. So I would say on average, I drink a kombucha probably every other day. And there's just so much benefit that's known from those fermented foods. This is just one that I find is easy to incorporate into my diet, easy to take on the go. So definitely recommend this. The truth of the matter, tonight we are throwing together some leftovers for dinner, and I'm just getting together some broccoli for all of us because we all love broccoli in the family, including all 3 of the girls. So just gonna steam a little bit of broccoli here, and that will be a nice vegetable side dish for us tonight. We've got some leftover spaghetti that we're gonna have as well. So you can see that here. And we usually just heat this up. Some of the girls like spaghetti sauce on it, some of them don't. The spaghetti sauce we are loving right now is made by Alla Familia, which is a Pittsburgh-based restaurant. And for those of our daughters that like the sauce on it, we'll just throw some on, a little Parmesan cheese. As I'm getting dinner together, I will usually throw some peppers or something healthy to snack on, and just set this out for the girls too, because they'll come down and be like, "Mom, I'm so hungry." Well, here you go. If you're that hungry, you can snack on a fruit or a vegetable. They do love peppers, so that's a good option and kind of a staple in our household. You can see I've got my dinner ready. Just a little bit, again, of that leftover pasta, leftover spaghetti, some broccoli. I'm gonna add a little bit of Parmesan cheese onto my spaghetti just to give it a little extra flavor, and also add a little bit of protein there. That should be perfect. Bon appetit. So at the end of the day, I love to finish my day with a nice cup of tea. So here I have the Good Nature bee tea, and this is their bee rested tea. I love this brand. The ingredients in it are just so rich and high quality. The flavor balances are spot on. They have a lot of different combinations depending on whether you want to kind of calm your mind or energize yourself. But I love this one before bed because that rested and all the ingredients in this, that rested theme just really helps to kind of like take things down a notch and get you settled before you go to bed. So I've got my hot water here. I'm gonna put in my tea bag. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this episode interesting, honest, to the point. It is as honest as I can get, but I love kind of sharing my routine with you. It's just what's real and honest to me, and maybe you'll pick up some good tips, some good advice and information that you'll implement into your own diet and your own routines. I am so thankful that you joined us and look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.